Welcome to the WFDF 2018 World Ultimate Club Championships in the Lebanon Sports Complex in Ohio. I'm Liam Grant and we're here at a mixed game. Black Eagles from Scotland taking on the Indian Giants. Stall7 coming out of Chennai. Yeah, again, the weather today, slight cross breeze coming from near sideline to far. Again, the humidity a factor for both teams. What the pull to get this game underway. A man who played for the getting high in the stall count, gets that around swing, puts it into space. And that is Jessica O'Connor, player from the US. Oh, and a Callahan first point. Not the start that Stall7 would have wanted. Didn't have much options and caught out by the pace of Boxall. And you can imagine they're probably going to beat this team for athleticism. Black Eagles getting a little more respect now to the deep shot. Just working this near sideline. Box and Dennis having a good duel. Now he does the hammer. This man loves a bit of spice. Delicious throw across the field as well from Stall7. We can see Box probably one of the stars of this India team. You can see he's always looking over the shoulders of Dennis to try and see a channel to that break side.
Indian teams always play with just an infectious energy. So excited to watch these two teams battle it out here today.
Cameron Agnew there, getting the deep shot, and that's the offense this Black Eagles team play, and bang it in pretty quickly. We see their O-line for just a couple of seconds, and they're back to the sideline.
Tied for second place with Canada Banana Cutters behind the undefeated Philly Amp in mixed pool B. And the Indian team was playing through her frequently yesterday, but good defense by Helena Slater, denying Connor the easy under. Now they're looking for a deep.
Box again with an inch perfect hook to O'Connor. He threw her open. That was a beautiful, beautiful throw.
This game, I believe they have the offensive athleticism to stay in and match up with this Great Britain team. The question is, do they have the consistency? Despite the early hiccup on the game's first point, these last couple points have been far improved. They're 0-3, but they scored 4 against Canada Banana Cutters and then 5 against USA Amp.
Dickers sends one to the end zone. Great goal, wasting no time yet again. I think this O-line has spent 15, 20 seconds on the field. They're back to the sideline. They do it so efficiently. And we see a few little poaches in the lane. A lot easier to switch on the marks. Box again, orchestrating in a crossfield hammer.
Yeah, Vishnu Das, Box, just carries himself with an authoritative presence on this field. And he is going to be a transformative figure in Indian Ultimate over the next decade. There's going to be a lot of players that are going to look like him 10 years from now.
Yeah, he's fantastic vision. You can see he sees every area of the field.
He's a pure point guard. He's a pure quarterback. He has the vision. He surveys. He makes the right decision. Is he going to be perfect all the time? Absolutely not. The competition is too strong. But he's a strong anchor for this Stall7 squad.
Stall count's getting higher. Puts a trust throw out to Box, who obliges. And now that crossfield flick, so hard to defend. What a visionary throw. Oh, unfortunate drop, but great play nonetheless. You can see that's part of their offense. They have hooks, but definitely trailed to the break side. The receivers are prepared for it. The quick pickup, trying to catch Stall7 off guard and get some momentum going now. Gordon Kerr. Kate Stafford. Oh, fakes the big hook. Danny Hull, now it's being sent. Is this one going to stay in bounds? Oh, and great footwork. Fancy, fancy footwork from Cameron Mackey.
A tough break for Stall7. They had the goal in their grasp to stay on par. And at the other end, this is the Black Eagles game. Kind of similar to the Philippines. They're struggling to find their footing on grass, but on the beach, they're spectacular.
Yeah, I know. They're built for sand. But doing well so far in this game. Some good give-go action. O'Connor uses big frame to create space. one of the few people that maybe isn't height mismatched. And now shooting into small channel. Oh, and Shona Whiteley just in the right body position. That throw was not on. Jonathan Shaw, one of two Shaw siblings on the field. Whiteley. Deep shot again, trying to box out and go. Great defensive pressure. Oh, unfortunate. Things just seem to be going Black Eagles' way. When you have momentum, it's hard to stop it.
This was not a good decision from the thrower, Habgood, because he was not only throwing to a covered target, he was throwing against the Stall7 team's tallest defender, and that is an incredibly fortuitous break.
And talking about that Chennai Heat tournament, did you know it's 7-on-7 beach tournament? I think it's one of the few in the world. Can you imagine Evan playing 7-on-7 on sand?
Do they make the field larger? Pardon my ignorance.
It's full length field.
Wow.
And a very spread out offense here is a zone look from Black Eagles, wanting to make them throw over.
And what Box is doing, that's what I would want to do on the beach, except even less movement. They've dropped the last two in the end zone.
As we see now, Connor trying to thread the needle and does so effectively. Anand with the goal, and he celebrates that one, and he should, because they've had one coming.
Raghuveer would be better putting the mark on near that sideline, as opposed to the much smaller 97 shirt. Really, she's an easy break, and that leads to this wide open shot.
Yeah, Dickers finds space.
And there aren't too many players around the world that you point at and be like, that person is a great puller. There's an opening there to be a star. Now, you can't be one-dimensional, but add that to your game. Nice adjustment.
I suggest anytime I've captained a team is you're not allowed to pull unless you've done beforehand, and they shoot to the big man. Peter Dennis looking for his second goal, and straight in. No messing around from the Black Eagles. Yeah, I think, do they need to respect that more, or is he just unmarkable at times?
Just like 3 unforced errors are the difference in this game. You feel like Stall7 has had good spacing. They've moved the disc well. They've taken a lot of the right choices out of the lanes, and they're doing that with a purpose, and that's how you be a great team.
And that one actually went back to Manoj. There was a pick, but he still had the separation, so they decided to keep the disc with him. The mark catching up on that one, trying to get the hand block, but no bumping on the mark, just trying to stop that throw. And this one can't be stopped. The great goal, Cameron Mackey on the board again.
To make the grab as the Great Britain Black Eagles, a very strong offensive first half. They take it to half on the huck to Cameron Mackey, 8-3, GB in front.
As you can see, they like to play a hucking game a lot, so sometimes the wheels can fall off, and that happened in Europe.
But in the first half today, it clicked, and their combination of size and throwing acumen, India didn't put up a lot of pressure with the exception of that one play. Raghuveer was there, didn't catch his D, paid the price, and then Peter Dennis, arguably their most dynamic deep threat.
Frecklefest 2018 in full action.
All right, second half here, and they could try to slow down this Black Eagles offense a little bit. They come back out with a zone, and they do put the big man Raghuveer on the mark this time. I like that.
Andrew Dickers.
And when they put a smaller female on the mark, it was so easy for the taller males to throw around her. It was like playing 7-on-6.
As we now see the experienced Lucy Barnes, part of that GB mixing in one goal, and another great goal for this Black Eagles offense. No turn from them yet in the game.
And this wasn't a 2-throw huck to Peter Dennis. And you tip your cap and you go play offense. Good poach. And I like the shot. It just needs to stay in bounds. You need a counter for this crosswind that has become more significant since the day began.
Yeah, as you can see just there, another one going out that far sideline. So another gospel according to Davide.
Pretty good coaching move right there. If you had your best receiver throwing to the best thrower, that'd be a little off.
Yeah, that wouldn't be in the book of Davide. And then actually Northern Ireland is very much a part of the Republic of Ireland scene. They actually get membership through our association and play usually with our national teams. As we see another Flawless point from Black Eagles. Timeout on the field here as Black Eagles extend their lead to 7. This one a better pull. Yeah, brilliant pull this time. It's going to put a lot of pressure on Stall7 now in their end zone. And you can see they're smelling another Callahan right now. And I think she's played with the Nightshade. Did you get to see them playing it all this year, Evan? As we see a Huck possibly almost sailing out of bounds, but the big man keeps it in.
Yeah. Suffered a big back injury playing rugby, and then rehab for a year, needed a new sport where he wasn't going to get crunched quite as often. That ugly Aardvark game this morning, they look pretty good.
Yeah, they are a very good team, especially in that first half. They were nailing their offensive points. Rags now. Been a while since Stall7 have found the...
That Austin team.
Shaw puts one in. Not too sure about this Huck decision. Might work out. And the best read has his reading glasses on, Chris Habgood.
Add El Oso.
And we see the side stack now. That's maybe be more effective for Stall7 as they have a load of upline space. Handler progress and really shut down O'Connor, one of the best defenders in the UK, as we now see them streaking deep as they tend to do so, and the continuation cut and and a great grab under pressure like a hot knife through butter, and a high conversion rate, 75% from their D-line, so not holding back against this Indian side.
And 9 breaks in 12 opportunities. That will often get the job done. And to the contrary, the turnover in their own end zone. Oh. And how about that? Be curious to see what kind of role Andrew Dick takes with the Furious George team this fall. I mean, clearly he can throw, versatile. He'll grow as a player in Vancouver for sure. That's a great throw.
Milking that one like a small dairy cow. Just
gonna play an ultimate on an exchange trip to Sweden. And a pretty good throw there from Shaw. Well, you can see the wind. That's throwing that disc as tightly as he did.
Jill's by with the disc now. Or recently married and taking the name Brown. And Stall7 a chance to keep this game alive. O'Connor. Not marked by Whiteley for the first time in a while. SC up the line, puts up a backhand, and Strasser, ends up on the wrong side. This one dropping. Great read by an Indian player. Yeah, stopping the bleeding, but perhaps a little too late. We'll see if this perfect O-line can finish the game off. It's been amazing, this game, just being solid and not doing anything super flashy, but hasn't done anything wrong either and just helped this O-line move up the field. Inches away from ending this game, and Shaw does just that. Great performance from the Black Eagles, blowing Stall7 out of it, but good effort for them. Entertaining game, Evan.
I tell you, this India team has some players. Certainly GB has more, and I'll be very curious to see how the Black Eagles fare, both against the Banana Cutters of Canada and in their other action going forward.